welcome to this about 20-minute practice for just warming up through the body, ideal for beginners to yoga or someone that's just looking for a quick practice, perhaps first thing in the morning, to stretch out through the body and wake up the body first thing. So you'll need a couple of blocks and potentially a small towel or a little blanket just to place under the knees when we come to a forward fold. And also, if you know you like to sit up on a block, maybe when we're in our seated forward fold, then by all means have that to hand as well. So I hope you enjoy this practice. So we're actually going to start standing. So come to the top of your mat, placing your feet about hip distance apart. Draw the shoulders down the back of the body. Really press into the ground through both of your feet. Really ground into the floor. Engaging through the legs, drawing the shoulder blades together, reaching down into or towards the floor with the fingertips. Crown of the head's coming up towards the ceiling. We are strong and grounded in our Tadasana. Just going to take 2 deep breaths here. So let's inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. As we inhale, we're going to sweep the arms all the way up. Slowly, slowly bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we're going to forward fold. Inhale, come to your half lift. Exhale, we're going to fold once more. We're just going to let the whole of the upper body hang heavy. So you can come to opposite elbows, just holding onto those and gently rocking from side to side. You might want to just nod the head or shake the head, or just let the upper body, the shoulders, the arms just hang really heavy here. Have a nice deep bend through the knees and just relax. Allow it all just to hang. Just for another breath. Then let's slowly bring the hands back down to the mat. We're going to step back with the right foot. So step back with the right foot, drop the right knee to the floor, untuck the toes. Make sure your right knee's over your right ankle. We're going to inhale, draw the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Really push into the ground through that front foot. Reaching the fingers up and drawing the shoulders down away from the ears. Pull the belly in and take 2 deep breaths. Then we're going to bring our hands down. We're going to frame the front foot, but we're going to bring our blocks on either side of our front foot. We're going to have a breath here, nice and tall through the back body, nice and long through the back body, just pressing into the ground again through that front foot, making sure the front knee is over the front ankle. Then as we inhale, we're going to draw our weight back to come to our half splits. Really pressing that heel into the floor, extending through that front leg, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, and breathe. Exhale, come back to your half splits using a block for your hands and take another breath. One more time, we're going to inhale, come back to your half splits, flex through the front foot, press that heel into the floor, feel that stretch down the back of the leg. Exhale, come forwards, bring the blocks with you but place them to the side. We're then going to bring the hands down. We're going to step back with the left foot. We're going to come to a few cat and cow before we step the other foot forwards to come to our half splits on that side. So let's spread through the fingers, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Take a nice deep inhale, push the belly towards the floor, broaden through the chest, gaze comes up. Exhale, round through the back of the body, push the mat away. Inhale, belly comes towards the floor, arch through the spine, broaden through the chest. Exhale, draw that belly in, round through the back of the body. Really listen to your body here and just notice any sensations through the lower spine. Perhaps just working at your own pace. Let's just do one more of each. Inhale to come to cow. Exhale, push the mat away to come to cat. Come back to all fours. This time we're going to step the right foot through so we can come to our low lunge on that side. So just take a slight dip to the left, press the right foot into the floor, bring your blocks back to either side of the front foot. Press into the ground through that front foot really strongly and breathe. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, front knees over the front ankle. Breathe into that sensation through the right side of the body. Press the blocks nice and firmly towards the floor. As you inhale, bring the weight back. Press that heel into the floor. You can have a slight bend through the knee, doesn't need to be completely extended. In fact, it's probably better if it isn't, particularly if you have a tendency to hyperextend through the knee. Breathe. Exhale, come forwards, bring the blocks with you. Find space through the back of the body. Press into the ground through that front foot. Breathe. Inhale, come back to our half splits. Bring the blocks with you to lift the floor up slightly. Press that heel into the floor. Feel that extension through the back of the leg. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Coming forwards once more to your low lunge. Pressing into the floor through the blocks and with that front foot. Draw the belly in. Breathe. Slowly remove the blocks, placing them to one side. Bring the hands down. Step that right foot back. Find your all fours once more. Step the hands a little bit further forwards. We're going to come up to downward facing dog. So you're going to tuck through the toes. Draw the elbows together. Shoulders drawn away from the ears. Draw up through the belly. We're going to lift the knees and we're going to send the hips up towards the ceiling. So make any adjustments through your positioning of your hands and your feet you might need to. Press the hands away and the feet away and into the floor. Imagine you're trying to split your mat in half. And just take 3 deep breaths here in your downward facing dog. So in through the nose. Exhale. In through the nose. Exhale. In through the nose. Exhale once more. See if you can draw up a little bit more through the belly, lift the hips a little bit higher, whilst also keeping that length through the back of the body. One more breath. Slowly lower both knees to the floor. Take them a little bit wider, draw the big toes together, and just press back to child's pose just for 2 or 3 breaths. Reach the arms out in front of you, bring the forehead down onto the mat. Breathe. One more breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale. Slowly drawing yourself up to all fours, resetting through the hands. So the wrists are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. Draw the elbows together once more. Just take another 2 or 3 breaths here. Really draw up through the belly. Just press into the ground gently through the tops of the feet, keeping the shoulder blades drawn together, shoulders away from the ears. Breathe into your space, drawing up through the tummy. From here, we're going to slowly lower ourselves down to the mat. So take the knees a little bit further behind you. You might want to practice lowering to the floor. So you can come to almost a half plank, draw the elbows together once more, keep drawing up through the belly and keeping the elbows drawn in. Slowly, slowly lower the torso all the way to the mat. When you get there, just take another breath. Just make sure you haven't held your breath. It's quite easy to hold our breath. Then we're going to take an inhale. Just going to come up to baby cobra. Not very far, keep the elbows drawn in. Draw the shoulder blades together. Breathe. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift again. Gentle pressure into the hands. Elbows drawn in, shoulder blades drawn together. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale. Head and shoulders off the mat, shoulder blades drawn together. Exhale, lower down. Take a breath when you get back to the mat. We're then going to tuck our toes, push through the hands, coming up to all fours. So take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, push through the hands, coming all the way up. Find your all fours. And we're then going to come to find plank. So we're going to lift the knees and we're going to press the heels away from us. So lift the knees, extend through the legs, come to find your plank. So nice and strong through the arms. Drawing the elbows together, drawing up through the belly. 2 breaths here, draw in. Exhale. Keep pressing into the mat, draw the belly up. Exhale. Slowly draw the knees to the mat. Press back to child's pose. Perhaps rolling gently through the wrists here in your child's pose. Perhaps extending and flexing through the fingers. Breathe. Then slowly make your way back up to all fours. We're going to come to plank again. So you're welcome to keep the knees down if you prefer. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to start by extending the right leg behind us, drawing up through the belly. Then let's draw the left leg behind us, both heels pushing away, draw up through the tummy. Keep the shoulders nice and strong and draw the shoulder blades together. 2 breaths. Draw the belly in. Nice and strong. Let's draw the knees towards the floor. Untuck the toes. Push back to child's pose. Another breath. So we're going to press up to one more downward facing dog. So come forwards. Reset through the hands, perhaps move them slightly further forwards. Tuck through the toes. Let's draw up through the belly. Hover the knees, push the hips up towards the sky. Find your downward facing dog. Push the mat away with your hands and with your feet. Draw the chest down towards the thighs. Breathe into your downward dog. Bending through the knees. No need to get the heels to the floor. Finding space and length through the back of the body. Breathe into that space. Imagine you're trying to split your mat in 2 halves with the feet and with the hands. Breathe. Then we're slowly going to bring our feet to the top of the mat. So taking as many steps, baby steps as you need to, coming all the way to the top of your mat. Coming back to your Uttanasana forward fold. Taking hold of those opposite elbows again. Gently rocking from side to side. Coming back to your breath, making sure it's nice and smooth. Inhale and exhale. Allow the upper body to hang heavy. Bring the hands down to the mat. Walking the feet the width of the mat. And just slowly coming down to the floor through our yogi squat, through our malasana. So we're going to bring the hips down. You may not be able to get all the way to the floor, that doesn't matter at all. Just keeping the spine nice and long, come to wherever's comfortable for you. Finding your malasana, a bit of a hip opener, so we're looking for wide legs. Try and get the hands together at the heart space or just in front of your gaze. Pressing into the ground through both feet. Keep the shoulders drawn away from the ears, nice and long through the back of the body. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And very slowly, we're going to bring the hands behind us and we're slowly going to bring ourselves down to sit on the floor. Now, I would suggest for a forward fold, it's really good practice, particularly if you're new to yoga, to sit onto a couple of little blocks or one larger block, just because it helps to tilt the pelvis forward slightly, which gives a little bit more space or finds a little bit more space in the body. I find it much more comfortable to sit on something than I do if I'm sitting on the floor. And I'd also suggest perhaps if you've got tight hamstrings that you just place a rolled up towel or blanket just underneath your knees, because that'll just help to support them in our forward fold. But the choice is yours completely. But wherever you are, sit up nice and tall. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Flex through the feet. Knees are facing up towards the ceiling. Bring the hands down beside you just for 2 breaths. Really engage through the whole of your legs. Squeeze the thigh muscles almost towards the bones. Flex the feet towards the body. Draw in through the belly. Breathe. Then we're going to inhale and bring the arms all the way up. So we sweep them up towards the ceiling, making ourselves nice and tall. Exhale, we're going to forward fold. We're not staying there, we're coming straight back up again. Inhale, all the way up, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we fold, bring the hands to wherever they come to. Last time, inhale, all the way up. Exhale, draw the hands down. Come into your forward fold to wherever's comfortable for you. You can bring the blocks a bit nearer if you want to place the hands on. You can even create a little platform if you want with a block, bringing the head down if that's comfortable. It may not be, it's entirely up to you. Again, as I said, padding the knees underneath if that works for you as well. If you know you can get to your feet, you need a bit more space, place a block behind the feet to give you something else to hang on to create a bit more of an extension through the back of the legs. But wherever you can get to, just fold forwards. Allow the shoulders to drop away from the ears. Breathing into the sensations through the back of the legs. Breathe with each exhale. See if you can just edge a little bit further down. And with each inhale, just soften very slightly. Inhaling and exhaling. Just trying to find a bit more length down the back of the body, down the back of the legs. Breathe. Let's take one more deep breath here. And then slowly come up to an upright seated position. From here, we're just going to do a little twist. So you're going to lift the arms once more as you inhale. Exhale, take a twist to the right. So left hand comes to the outside edge of the right knee. Stay sitting up nice and tall. Right hand just comes behind you, gazing slightly over the right shoulder. Keeping that right shoulder down away from the ear. Take another breath here. Inhale, bring the arms all the way back up. Exhale, take it to the left. Sitting up tall, left shoulder drawn away from the ears. Breathe. Feel that twist through the torso. Inhale. All the way back up. Reach those fingers. Last time. Exhale. Over the legs. Breathe. Inhale, draw yourself all the way back up. Remove any support from underneath your knees, place any blocks to one side. Slowly come off anything you might be sitting on. Drawing the bottom towards the feet, placing the feet flat on the floor. Reaching the arms out in front of you. Slowly engage through the belly, lower yourself all the way to the ground. You can place the hands under the thighs if that's more comfortable. Drawing yourself slowly all the way to the floor. Perhaps reaching the arms overhead, reaching the fingers away from you, taking a really nice big stretch here. Exhale, bring the hands down, hug the knees in towards the chest, gently rocking from side to side. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale and exhale. We'll just come to a little twist to finish. So bring the arms out at about shoulder height. Inhale with the knees at the centre. Exhale, drop both knees to the right hand side. Perhaps taking the gaze across to the left, relaxing the shoulders and the hands onto the mat. Take a breath here in our twist. Inhale, bring the knees back up to centre. Exhale, take them both to the left. Taking the gaze to the right, again just relaxing your shoulders and hands onto the mat. Breathe. Slowly as you inhale, draw the knees all the way back up to centre. Taking both feet up towards the ceiling, opening out the knees towards the armpits. Take hold of the feet, the toes, the ankles, the edges or the ends of your leggings, whatever you can get hold of. Just come to a very quick happy baby here to finish. So pressing the heels up towards the ceiling, the knees are coming out towards the armpits. So you're got two opposing forces. You're drawing the knees down whilst pushing the heels up. Just opening through the hips, through the inner thighs, perhaps gently rocking from side to side. Closing down through the eyes. Breathe. And then slowly drawing the legs back in, perhaps giving yourself a little squeeze, and then we're slowly going to come up to a seated position. So if you want to roll over onto one side, or just roll along the spine, coming all the way up, then please do. Again, I'm going to sit on a couple of blocks because I find that more comfortable to sit, just to come back to the breath as we finish our practice today. So sit wherever's comfortable for you, but wherever you are, just make sure the spine's nice and long, the hands are gently relaxed onto the lap or onto the floor. Close down through the eyes. Take 2 nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Draw the hands through to the heart space, gently pressing the fingertips together. And then lower the forehead gently towards the fingertips, just to finish our practice. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that short practice at home, and I hope to see you on the mat soon. Bye bye.